Here's a foolproof way to condition for grappling. Step 1, you're going to organize your sessions throughout the week. For the most part, you want to separate your high and low intensity sessions because this allows you to deliver a more focused stimulus to the body. More focus equals more adaptation equals more gains. I recommend 2 to 3 high intensity sessions throughout the week, separated by 48 to 72 hours each. And you want these to coincide with your hardest days on the mats, performed after you roll. Every other day throughout the week can be dedicated to low intensity work, although you can bump this up to as high as 6 days per week when you get really fit. This should be performed in the AM before you roll. Medium intensity tends to get hit through sparring and practice, so we're just going to leave it alone. Step 2, you're going to set your intensities and your work to rest ratios. Generally speaking, your high intensity sessions should be interval based. Most of them should be alactic in nature. That means 10 to 15 seconds at max or near max intensity, with a bunch of rest, 1 to manage the fatigue and 2 to keep the quality high. At least 60 seconds of rest for every 10 seconds of work is a good rule of thumb. Every 3rd or 4th month, I'm also going to sprinkle in a block of filthy longer intervals of 30 to 60 seconds with several minutes of rest between intervals. For the most part, low intensity work should be just classical road work, continuous activity where you can easily maintain a conversation for the whole session. If you have a heart rate monitor, 110 to 130 beats per minute is about the sweet spot here. You can also occasionally mix in some aerobic and tempo-based intervals, but you'll want to avoid getting up close to that lactate threshold zone of around 80 to 90% of max heart rate, because you're going to start to create a bunch of fatigue, and I just think there are more productive ways to train in this intensity zone. For step 3, you want to pick your modalities. Adaptations come in 2 flavors, central and peripheral. Generally speaking, your central adaptations improve your ability to deliver oxygen to your muscles. Peripheral adaptations improve your ability to use that oxygen and also become more mechanically efficient. Generally speaking, central adaptations come from your low intensity, long duration work. For this reason, you're going to want to pick an activity that is lower in force, cyclical in nature, and mentally easy to do. This is why road work is so time tested in combat sports. You don't want to be doing, say, an hour of ropes or bands 6 days a week. For one, mentally it's a grind, and secondly, your arms and shoulders are going to give out way before your heart and lungs do. I recommend you chase your peripheral adaptations on high intensity days. With regard to picking activities, ask yourself, when you roll hard, what muscles get most tired? These are the ones that you want to tax in those activities. Lats, shoulders, biceps, forearms, torso, and legs. Therefore, options like the infinity rope, ski erg, battle ropes, bands, and stair sprints respectively are all great options for high day conditioning. I also recommend sprinkling in some whole body activities that are a little less specific but are actually able to create a much stronger energy demand and training stimulus across the entire body. Think echo bike sprints, rower sprints, the Versa climber, and the Jacob's ladder. They're all great options. Are there any other topics that you'd like me to talk about on this channel to help you improve your grappling performance? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks.